Hey everyone, it's that time of the year!
Oh, hi, remember us?
No. I don't. It's time for the Traitors Season 3! I'm really getting used to having, quality TV at the beginning of the year, so...
I know, sis.
Thanks, Traitors!
Oh my god, so this is Season 3, Episode 1. Alan is back.
Looking as wonderful as ever.
He doesn't have to do an effing thing. He's perfect.
But he does a lot. He gives us so much to be thankful for.
All of the freaking cutaways.
The looks. The looks.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's serving.
He's serving.
I mean, he is Emmy award-winning host of
no
the Traitors.
Crumbs.
Yeah.
No crumbs.
So, well-deserved. Well-deserved.
Alan, murder, best casting ever.
This cast, I am ecstatic because I know of everyone on this cast except for maybe three people.
Three?
2 or 3 people.
Okay.
Which is insane. You never get that.
No.
So...
And they're all good.
Yeah, the people that they pick, too, not only do we know of them, but, a lot of them we actively love.
Yes.
So, it's a great group. Very excited. Great mix of different shows coming together.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say enough good things.
Yes. All right, so we're totally in on this.
Yes.
The excellent cast arrives in expensive cars, as usual. The Eyes Wide Shut crew is all
with the masks, the gold masks, the black ensembles.
Wouldn't it be funny if one of them pulled a Stanley out from under one of their robes and was like...
Or a Starbucks cup.
Wonderful. Oh my god, Tom Sandoval in a kilt. Just stop.
You know...
Just stop. You're an ass.
It's fun. You wrote quilt, I just realized.
Whatever.
But my husband Sean and I have talked about this before because I dragged his ass through almost every single episode of Vanderpump Rules. He liked a lot of it. Mm-hmm. And we would always comment on how a lot of times Tom Sandoval would just plan activities because he just wanted to wear a little costume for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So now he's got his little Traitors costume, the kilt and all.
I'm sorry. I just can't get behind him anymore because I feel like he's such a phony ass.
But I'm not going to lie. I'm excited he's on this season.
I'm not.
Because he's a mess. He's a mess.
I want to see him go up in flames in an embarrassing way, but...
I mean, he's
putting
in the work to do that.
I could have done without.
All right. Well, everybody gets there.
How much do you think he's playing up?
I don't know, because he's... Tom Sandoval and the most extras.
He's used to... Yeah, but the most extras was manufactured drama as well. He wants camera time.
Yeah,
he's not stupid.
I'm sure.
But I just don't like that.
All right, well, everybody arrives, and they're like, you look amazing, you look amazing.
They're all shaking hands and sniffing butts like a pack of dogs.
For real, though. I mean, of course, a lot of them are just excited to see the fashion because everybody turns it out for this show. Mm-hmm. But also just seeing who they're going to be playing with because a lot of them know of each other. Some of them were on the same show, different seasons. Right. So they're kind of in the same circles. We
have some Bravo outcasts.
We've got Bravo, Robin. Yeah. So there's a lot going on here, and everyone's just like, I can't believe it.
Yep.
But there are a lot of people...
some rivalries here.
Yeah. I mean, you've got the Survivor Squad. There's already some bad blood there between Tony and Jeremy, but I mean, it's the devil you know versus the devil you don't.
Everybody knows that Tony is a massive, massive player.
I know, but he personally, screwed over Jeremy. Mm-hmm. Another rivalry, which honestly brought tears to my eyes when they were talking about it. Danielle and Brittany.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Brittany did Danielle so dirty on the reindeer games. Again? Do you think she would?
Yes.
I don't know that she could. I don't know that she could do that to Danielle again.
She killed and she'll kill again.
I don't know, but she really betrayed her on the reindeer games. So they were quite emotional when they saw each other. They were both crying. I was tearing up because that bond really took a hit. Yeah. With the reindeer games. But
we'll get to the rest of the cast as it unfolds,
of course,
organically on the show. We're not going to do a little
we're not going to do a whole cast assessment right now.
No.
Nobody's got 3 hours right now. for that.
Hell no, not today.
I also want to just give you guys a disclaimer. Because they released all 3 episodes, like the first 3 episodes in one night.
Oh, we're doing them rapid fire.
We're doing them one after the other. But I just want to say, we have not watched episode 2 and 3 yet.
At this point, we don't have future information yet.
So we're doing watch, record, watch, record, watch, record. Just so you know. Going into this.
Yes, so don't say like, oh, you don't know that.
You're right,
put a spoiler in the...
We don't know yet.
Yeah. All right. So, Alan arrives on horseback, looking majestic.
Oh, yeah.
Regal. Alan, godlike. Lush.
Yes.
All right. He dismisses the soulless capes, and one is creeping around. Just standing there.
Who's that? He's all... Illuminati confirmed. Did you see his hands were like...
No, I didn't see that. He was too busy writing furiously.
Yes. We need a note taker.
You need someone to spell everything incorrectly. All right.
It makes it more fun.
So Alan tells the scrubs, this guy over here, or girl, whatever it is, they want to join the game. They want to join the reindeer games, but
They're
only
dying to play.
if you shake my hand. But if you do shake my hand, you can murder.
So basically, if you shake Alan's hand, you are not only bringing this mystery person into the game, but you also have the power to just get rid of somebody who's already in the cast.
On the spot.
Yeah, which is absolutely wild. So before people can get to shaken, Alan's like, this is the person. And it was none other than Boston Rob from Survivor.
Oh my god.
Another show.
Wow.
For Boston Rob.
Is this like his 10th go-round?
I feel like he's been on a million different shows. Don't get me wrong. Mad respect to him. He is so skillful in these competitions. Well, not all of them. We didn't see him on Deal or No Deal Island yet.
No,
but we are going to watch that.
But we did see him and Amber get married.
Oh, yeah. We watched their whole reality to do back in the day.
Give me a spoon. We ate it up.
Yes.
We ate it up.
He is, of course, super dangerous in a game like this. So everybody who knows who he is was just like, oh my god, Boston Rob's here right now. What do we do?
How do you think he would do on Big Brother?
It's hard to say because, like, with Sari, what we saw when she was on, one thing that she brought up a lot was how much downtime there was on Big Brother. Survivor, especially in this new era, is just like boom, 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 boom.
What is it, 26 days now?
Yeah. Big Brother, there's so much extra time in between actually doing things. It makes you go a little crazy and it makes you question what you're doing. So...
And it's boring as hell.
It's tough to say how he would do. I think short term on Big Brother he'd be great, but in a full season...
Oh, if it was like a celebrity season, yeah, but he would clean up.
If he was on a full season like Sari, I don't know. She did great, but like, would he be able to do that? I don't know.
I feel like he would dominate in all of the challenges, both physical and mental.
Oh, mental for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who knows? Let us know in the comments how you think Boston Rob would do on Big Brother.
All right, well... Carolyn is freaking salivating. She's like, oh my god, I want Tony out because he's a huge threat.
She's like, I could...
But people are going to be pissed.
Yeah, she was worried. What if Jeremy's mad at me? Does it matter?
Because she's kind of friends with Jeremy.
Yeah.
She's kind of working with him already.
Now, who do you think is more dangerous between Boston Rob and Tony?
Tony.
I think Tony's more dangerous as well. Absolutely. Yeah.
Tony's fresher in the game. You got to remember, Boston Rob only won once, right?
I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, I think
Tony
he only
won twice.
Once.
And Tony only played like twice.
I think they are...
No, wait. Did he play 3 times?
I thought he played twice.
Twice. 2 for 2?
They are both very charismatic, but I feel like Tony has the edge. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, she's like, I don't know, should I do it? She's like, I mean, you also have Danielle Reyes, who's like, do I just get Brittany back right now, send her packing? I didn't think she was going to go for that, though.
No, that would have been too much.
Especially because it would have meant Rob coming into the game, and she knows what he's like in these games.
I don't think Danielle would have taken that revenge anyway.
I don't think she would have either.
No way.
No.
No.
Maybe later on.
Because then she would be accused of what she was so disgusted by.
Yeah, I don't see her, like, scumbagging Brittany, but I do see her being...
off-putting, like,
wary of Brittany.
Yes.
She's going to be wary of Brittany.
Yeah.
Because she knows that Brittany can turn on her. She's done it before.
All right, so the time limit is up, and no one shakes
Ooh!
Alan
pulls
Alan's hand for Boston Rob.
Yeah.
And Boston Rob went, wah, wah.
I felt bad in a way because he was all standing there like, it was sad. But also I was like, you've been on how many of these shows? Like, everybody else is here. I mean, they're doing their thing.
You should almost take it as a compliment.
I mean, it is a compliment in a way.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel threatened by him.
So everybody throws up the deuces. Bye. And
he's pretty pissed in his little talking head interview.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't say much. He was just like, these idiots.
Well, he goes away.
Yes.
And then it's time for everyone to enter the castle.
Enter the castle that you're now staying in this year, unlike the first season.
I think they did last year, right? They stayed in the castle.
Okay. On the wall is a portrait of Andy Cohen.
That's so funny.
It's like one of those pet portraits, where they
have
have like the human body.
The medieval clothes or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's funny because not only does Andy host the reunions for this show, but also, I mean, there are so many Bravo people on this series every season. And Bravo related people. Yeah, and people who he's had on Watch What Happens Live. Right, so it's kind of funny that they had the portrait of him. But Chanel Ayan was all like, oh, it's my daddy! She's hilarious. Her sugar daddy giving her the money. For real. Too bad she has no clue about the game. Oh, yeah. I see her struggling in this game. I don't think she's dumb. Sorry. I don't think she's dumb either. I think she's really smart. It's just a maybe lost in translation type of thing. There's also a different type of intelligence. Like this game requires a very specific skill set. That the average housewife? They're not going to have. No. By average housewife, we mean Bravo housewife. But somebody that's been on, like, Survivor or Big Brother, even the Bachelor people tend to be really good at these games, which is bizarre. Yep. They just come in with a different mindset, I feel like. But, yeah, Chanel Ayan did not know what was going on. All right, so Tony's telling everybody, oh, I want to be a faithful. I want to be a faithful. This is my dream. The three survivors in the room together, Carolyn, Jeremy, and Tony, just like yucking it up. Tony being like, I want to be a faithful. And Caroline literally saying bullshit. Yeah, she called him out. That was hilarious. And then in his cutaway, he was like, yeah, I was lying. I want to be a traitor, please. But the way Tony was like, Carolyn, after she called him out, Jeremy. Yes. This is why Tony is so good at these games. It's that charisma. So everybody is meeting each other. This is like akin to the champagne toast at the Big Brother living room circle. Gabby Windy is like, Windy was like, I was on The Bachelor. They're asking her how'd it go? How did it end? I'm lesbian now. Good for her. Yeah. I mean, bravo. And we had some other to these people who find the courage to say who they are. Live their truth. Yeah. We had some other stories like that, too. The Mountbatten dude. Is it Ivar? Ivar. So he said he's the second cousin of the king. And he was also talking about how he was married to a woman for a long time, had kids. Like 17 years? And then he married a bloke. Yeah. A bloke. I mean, good for you. Yeah, good for him. Just another quick tidbit. Oh, Tom Sandoval doesn't like his portrait. Shocker. He said he looked like an inmate. Anyway. Sorry, can't erase that. It's round table time, baby. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this was interspersed with the interview clips when Alan's asking who wants to be a traitor, who wants to be a faithful. And it's interesting, not everybody wants to be a traitor. Well, Tom Sandoval doesn't want to be a traitor, to which Alan said, so if I made you a traitor... Would you feel betrayed? And Tom was like, yeah, I really suck. Doesn't feel good, does it? Yeah. Oh, Alan! Alan knows. So everyone, blindfolds up. Carolyn, was it Carolyn who was like, do I need to beg to be a traitor? And Alan's like, no. And then Tony, please don't beg. Cut to Tony who's begging to be a traitor. So, yeah, a lot of mixed feelings, right, with these new players. Yes. So,
Alan walks around the table many times. I wonder how many times he actually goes around the table.
I would say probably several. Because they got to get all those shots. They also want to make sure that it's not obvious who he's picking.
Do you think that they have some sort of a sound machine in there to kind of muffle, like, you know, the noises? I
mean, it's possible.
Do you think they keep it like Zen room quiet where, like, you could hear a pin drop, so you could hear, like, if somebody rustles against something? Or...
I don't know, but was everyone able to hear how both Carolyn and Danielle were like... what was with those camera shots? Why were they like...
They were salivating. It's a nervous tick. What do you think it is?
I don't know, but it was a lot.
All right, so Alan selected quite amazingly.
Oh my God, I'm so excited about
Danielle
these picks.
Reyes.
Yes.
Carolyn.
Yes.
And Bob the Drag Queen. Could he have picked any better traitors?
I mean, also just the editing of this, how Tony and Bob were sitting next to each other, and it looked like Alan was going to go for Tony, and then it was like, Bob the Drag Queen. Dream team.
Yes.
I'm so excited about this group of traitors.
Same. Best group of traitors ever.
Such a good group.
So it's time to take off the blindfolds. Why?
Tom Sandoval.
Yeah, he's like mad dogging people. His face is wet. He's looking crazy.
Yeah, he's staring everybody
Was he crying
down.
In there? Was it hot?
I saw a few people wiping their eyes. It might have just been like irritation from the.
Do you think they put something in the blindfolds?
No, I think
it
it
mold
was just...
in that moldy castle?
They were probably under those blindfolds for a while.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they probably had to film that for a while.
And when you go from darkness to like camera lights, that's probably a lot.
Yeah, but like he was wet everywhere.
He's probably sweating. But anyway,
he had a skirt on.
He was trying to see, is anybody acting differently? What's going on? Can he spot the traitors right here? I'm sure he thought he was gonna be like, boom, boom, boom. These are the 3 traitors.
He's dumb. He's not the number one guy in the group.
Well, that's Bob.
Exactly.
But he was freaking everybody out with all of his like staring.
Yeah, it was gross. So immediately, he goes up to Robin. And says, Chriselle flinched.
He thinks she's a traitor. And Robin's like, what?
Does she have to marry her mother-in-law now? It's from, I Think You Should Leave Now, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, so then Bob, and Jeremy are talking about Carolyn possibly being a traitor, and everybody's like,
no freaking way.
We know.
Jeremy is convinced that Carolyn would not be able to keep it under wraps if she's a traitor.
Yeah. She's like a volcano waiting to erupt, but
I feel like they do not.
Apparently, she's not going to erupt anytime soon.
They do not give Carolyn enough credit because
True.
She is so. I remember her season of Survivor. Is she wacky and zany? Yes. But she is so good at these types of games.
She's so smart at reading people, too.
Yes. So they are definitely underestimating her.
Absolutely. So then Chriselle gets wind of the whole Tom thing, and she thinks that Tom is targeting her because she's friends with Ariana.
Oh, I mean, that's a possibility, right? I didn't realize those two were friends.
Yeah.
But that is definitely a possibility.
I wonder if Chriselle found Ariana her house.
Oh, maybe. Oh, wait, didn't she have something to do with that? Or did I just make that up?
I don't know.
That sounds familiar, though.
Yeah.
That sounds very familiar. It's possible.
All right, so everybody's like, oh yeah, I gotta put my play clothes on now because it's time for the first mission.
Well, also, there was a moment with Tom. He was hanging out with Danielle and Carolyn, who seemed to be really kicking it off, Danielle and Carolyn.
Yeah.
And this is the
Shocking.
dude who thinks he's figuring out who these traitors are. He's literally sitting there with 2 of them. And he's just like, I feel like I could trust you guys. I like this.
Uh-huh. You say so.
Yeah. All right, mission time.
It's a water challenge, water sports.
Viking River Cruise.
So this big old dirty Viking ship.
They got this dragon boat.
This was kind of a complicated challenge.
I wouldn't say it was complicated, but they weren't just going to be giving this money away.
They always start off the season with a water challenge. Did you notice that?
No. That's interesting, though.
Yeah. So they have to go out to these pontoons. Everybody's going in the same boat. It's like
it's one boat.
It's a like we all win situation. It's not like team versus team.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to paddle out Are you ready to paddle out?
Yeah.
To some pontoons, pick up money, pick up fuel, gasoline, I guess, or kerosene. And then they have to bring it back and light up this ring of fire.
Okay, so in order to complete the mission, you gotta light up the fire.
Right, the ring.
However much money you bring back, that's what's going to go into the winner's pot. So you could get up to $40,000.
Right. Not that much.
I mean, it's a pretty good chunk.
Yeah. So, whoever is inside the ring of fire when it's lit up is going to get the shield of safety.
So, I mean, at first everyone's like, oh, well, like, so many of us are going to be in that shield.
Weren't they, like, thinking?
There's a twist, though, which they didn't find out until they rolled up to the first pontoon. But it took a while to get there because most of these people...
Lame. They didn't know how to freaking paddle a boat. Have you never been on vacation and, like, taken a rowboat or a canoe?
Or just, like, seen someone row a boat. I mean, it's definitely harder than it looks, but it's not that hard.
It's not. You have to do it together. You can't just be like everyone for themselves.
Well, they had
like even people holding the same paddle.
I know. They had 2 people on each paddle. They had 2 coxswains calling the shots.
Heave.
Well, Bob was the one who got that together.
When I say heave, you say ho. And they were like, heave.
Ho?
What does that mean? They were just, like, saying it. They weren't, like, doing the work.
Yeah, even once they were saying it on the rhythm, I still saw the shot of the paddles moving at different times. Like, some people were not making the connection there.
They just weren't getting it.
Right.
All right.
But eventually they kind of got it together.
They got 75 minutes to finish this challenge, and I feel like it was plenty of time.
I think so.
They sucked at rowing. They got to the first pontoon, and they find out to take the fuel, they're going to have to shackle 2 players. They have to sacrifice 2 players.
Uh-oh, that means 2 less rowers, which honestly, in the beginning, could be a good thing. Because it's less people messing up the rowing situation.
Right. And they are also 2 people who will not have safety.
Ooh, yeah, they do not have the chance to be on that shield at the end. They are not going to have a shield. They're up for...
Elimination, murder.
Yeah.
Murderation.
Right. So that's kind of scary. It's something to think about. And another added layer, if you are willing to sacrifice yourself and be one of these people that stays back, you might have other people wondering, is this person a traitor? Is that why they're so comfortable to volunteer? Because they know they're safe.
Well, nobody wanted to do it, safe to say, when they got to the first one. And Robin finally was like, we can't be here forever. I'll just do it.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I could see her.
Weren't the guys like right away also?
The guys were like, all right, women get off. We need to give up some women. Yeah, especially that Mountbatten guy. We see you. We hear you. Yeah. So, that was annoying.
And then they couldn't get anybody else. So Ayan was like, yeah, I'll do it, whatever.
Yeah, so Robin and Chanel, I always think of her as Chanel Ayan.
Right.
They were the first 2 to leave the boat.
So they left them there, and they took off, and Tom freaking Sandoval is, like, freaking crying already that his biceps are killing him. Come on, dude, don't you work out, like, 3-4 hours a day?
Who knows? Maybe he doesn't do arms.
I guess it was leg day. All right, so then they get to the second pontoon.
Okay, this time it's for money.
Yes.
Right? Because it's like fuel, money, all that good stuff. So,
oh, wait, was it 10,000?
I think 10,000, and then I think it was 10, 10, 20.
Right.
So, Dorinda and Dolores, the housewives are really stepping up to be volunteers here, but they did not understand the implications of what they were doing until the boat was gone, right? The boat had left the pontoon, and Dolores was like, are they going to think we're traitors now? And Dorinda was like,
why?
Oh, crap. That's not great.
No. So they weren't happy about that.
Yeah.
And then they got to the third pontoon, and the guys are like, all right, let's get some more women off.
And Bob, the angel that Bob
is.
Harper. No, I was saying Bob the drag queen.
Right. Bob the drag queen.
Was like, hell no. What is going on here? We cannot be expecting the women to be sacrificing every single time here.
In all honesty.
Bob was also sorry, because Bob's a traitor.
Bob was doing that to make it look like he was a hero and not a traitor.
Which he still was a hero.
And he didn't want to be on that boat anymore either.
But yeah, he really put on a show, and I enjoyed it. I was eating it up.
Yeah.
And then nobody was volunteering to go with him. So finally, Danny, who is also safe, was also putting on a show. And she was like, fine, just go, guys. Get out of here.
I'll do it.
So she was making everybody feel guilty. Again, she's safe. Love it.
Little did
Love
the
these
two
two
of these know that they're both traitors. And they're sitting there all like...
Yeah, right? Like, who do you think it is?
Yeah, exactly.
Such a fun moment.
Yes. A memorable moment of the season.
Absolutely.
They get to the fourth pontoon, and Bob Harper is like, no more women.
Yeah, Bob Harper.
No more women. I'm getting off here. I'm sacrificing myself.
Yeah. And then Britney Spears' ex, Sam Asghari, also was like, all right, I'm going to do it too.
Who I had no idea was foreign.
I didn't either. He had a little bit of an accent. I did notice that.
Yeah.
So they volunteered, and now there's what, like 12 people on the boat? Because they started with 20, right?
Did they?
I think.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. So there was one more pontoon left.
They had 20 minutes left.
$20,000 more on the line.
They could have made it.
They absolutely could have made it. But before they even went for it, they were like, you know what? Let's just see. Is anyone here willing to volunteer?
Because we're not going to row all the way over there.
And then no one wants to do it.
No, yeah, exactly. So everybody was like, no, I don't want to do it.
If I was one of the other people that volunteered and I saw that shit, I'd be so pissed.
Yes.
Because now, not only are they not getting the full amount of money after you have already sacrificed yourself.
The pool of people to be murdered is even smaller.
It's small. And they don't even realize 2 of the 8 people that volunteered are not eligible for murder. So there's really
they're
only traitors.
6.
So yeah, I would have been pissed. And
yes.
these other people that volunteered were pissed. I don't blame them.
So they
The
lit
boat
up. Yeah, they got
makes it
back
back.
to the shore. They lit up the circle. Everybody got inside before they lit it up, and they were
all
like,
the people that were left.
"Oh, we're safe!
Heave ho, heave ho!"
And everybody who's locked in shackles on the pontoon is like, "Oh, great, they did it!"
Yeah, they were also like, "Whoa, did they not go for that last pontoon? What the hell?" So the safe people got to like go back to the castle. They start eating. Meanwhile, it's a while before the people that volunteered and sacrificed got back.
They had to sit out there in that damp ass weather. It was probably raw.
And they were left
cold,
with
hungry.
crumbs.
They had no crumbs.
Well,
because everybody else ate already.
I mean, everybody ate a lot of the food. Like there were only 2 skewers left.
I know. I'm really hoping that they had more that they brought out from the back.
I know, but that's nasty. That's some nasty work right there.
Yeah. I would have been pissed.
Yeah. So now only 6 people are eligible for murder. They don't realize that it's only 6 because they think it could be 8, right? They don't know who the traitors are.
It's Dorinda, Robin, Ayan, Dolores, Bob, or Sam.
Right.
I don't want any of them to go.
They also think that Bob the drag queen and Danny are in the mix because they volunteered
But
for again.
they're not.
Right. So during dinner, there's some drama because all the volunteers come back.
Right.
And they're like, what the hell?
What have you done?
What's going on here? Bob, the drag queen, is a freaking hero. Everyone's like, he's such a good person. We love him.
Well, the women said that.
Yeah.
All the women were like...
I mean, he really stuck up for them.
Yeah, he did.
During the challenge.
But he also covered his own ass.
Yeah. Danielle also playing things perfectly here, acting all upset.
She's acting all pissy. Tom Sandoval comes sniffing around and is like, are you okay?
I'm so sorry. Can I get you a coffee?
Yeah. She's like, no, get out. All right, so Dorinda starts stirring up some crap.
I was waiting for, because like I think Tony asked her how she was doing. I was waiting for her to be like, not good, bitch. But she toned it down a little bit.
No, she said, great, how are you? Then everybody, especially Mountbatten, starts chipping in, you know, like, are you a traitor?
Chirping. Yeah, Jeremy's in the
mix. Yeah,
mix.
chirp it up.
And he's like, how would that look though? Like people are gonna think you're a traitor if you volunteer. So there's some tension, a lot of tension here.
She should have just said, look, I'm just stupid. I didn't know. I'll admit it.
I mean, it's true, though. Yeah. All right, Alan was on the phone. No, he wasn't.
I wish.
That'd be fun.
I wouldn't have been back already. All right, so...
It's time to set up these traitors.
Yes. Alan is outside, handing out the cloaks.
I mean, these new traitors have to take the oath.
Raise your right paw, take the oath.
They have to talk about how bad they're going to be.
Will you murder? Will you lie? Will you cheat? Will you steal? Will you kill?
Well...
Will you keep everyone else's identity a secret? Unlike Dan.
Oh my god, don't even get me started. That's so annoying. But yeah, they all are ready to go. Mm-hmm. So it's time to put on those cloaks, get up to the, turret or whatever?
Yep, the turret room.
So first we have just Danny and Bob. And they are thrilled to see each other. I mean, the interactions that they've already shared, like on the pontoon and everything, not realizing that they're both traitors. Mm-hmm. And then Bob the Drag Queen was all like, eating out of the palm of her hand. Yeah. That was so funny.
I would love that.
So yeah, they're very excited to be traitoring together.
So then they hear the knock on the door. And the cloak walks in and takes it off. And it is Carolyn!
Yay!
And it's a real party up in that turret.
I really was feeling the vibing between this group already, even before they knew. So I'm excited that they're a group together.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. So they're going to be deciding on someone to murder, but we didn't get to see that in this first episode. Not yet.
No. But we see Alan have 2 cloaks, bring a 3rd cloak that is bound by the wrists. And it is none other than Boston Rob.
He's back! Ah!
He never left. He never left. They couldn't get rid of him. His flight was canceled because there wasn't one.
Alan said because they decided not to bring you into this game, they don't even realize that they just changed the course.
There's going to be punishments, and it's you, Boston Rob.
He is coming into this game after the first person is murdered.
As a traitor! As a traitor.
I had a feeling they weren't just going to, pay all that money for him to show up and then just, not have him on the show. So...
But it's just like when Kate came back, and she came back as a traitor.
Well, she came back as a faithful first, and then she got, recruited to traitor.
Oh, that's
remember?
right. That's right.
But, yeah, he's going to be a traitor, but the rest of the traitors aren't going to know it until it's time for murder number 2.
Yes.
So that's pretty wild.
So what is he going to do? Show up at breakfast?
I guess, probably, right?
That's going to be weird.
But that's not even the end of it.
No.
There are still 2 other mystery players waiting in the wings.
Well, we pretty much know one of them.
Well, and they were also raised up in cages, which was so weird. But yeah, I mean, we heard rumors that one of them is Derek from Big Brother 16.
But we don't know who the 3rd one is yet.
Yeah, we don't know who the other one is. Hopefully we'll find out in this first batch of episodes. So
yeah, I hope so.
Oh my goodness. What a wild premiere. That was so much fun.
That was a lot of fun. Now I can't wait to get this up so that we can start watching the second one while we have lunch.
I